Dear students, in the last class, we have solved some of the exercise questions, given the answer. Today, we will continue the remaining exercise. Now, see the question number 11, which is on the page 213. Gurmeet wanted to perform activity 16.8 given in the textbook. One activity is there using a laser torch. He has to use laser torch. Her teacher advised her not to do so. Don't use laser. Be careful. Can you explain the basis of the teacher's advice? Now, activity 16.8. See the textbook. Activity 16.8, where is it? It is on page number 16.8. It is page number 206. Look into your friend's eye, observe the size of the pupil, throw a light on her eye with a torch is given, that activity, and you have to view depending upon the brightness of the torch how the pupil will vary its size. When bright light comes, the size of the pupil, the innermost circle of that cornea, this one is the iris, that becomes so small. Okay, when dim light comes, its size increases. So if you want to really observe that difference or the change over taking place in the pupil part, you have to use the torch light. Now in this activity, one of the student wants to use laser light, but teacher advises not to use. So what is the reason it may be? You have seen that in the taking care of our eyes, some rules or some aspects we have to follow. One of the thing is about the light, the intensity of light. Too dim light or too bright light is not advisable to our eye. If too bright light falls on our eye, it will cause damage to the retina where image formation takes place, and if retina got damaged, we cannot able to see the things. So to protect our eyes, the teacher advises don't use directly the laser light to see the eye, because when the laser light, the bright light, its intensity is more, when it enters, it definitely damages the retina. So that is the advice given by the teacher. The reason is that one. Now next question number 12. Explain how you can take care of your eyes. The first thing is while seeing the books, reading or writing, sit properly in a proper gesture. You have to sit and you have to hold the book at least 25 centimeter distance. That is the normal distance you have to keep the book for reading or writing, and the light should be much sufficient so that you can able to see what is written in the book. Too dim light or too focused light, bright light, don't expose your eyes. If it falls, the dirt or any external object, small object enter your eyes, wash it thoroughly with the clean water taken in a bowl. Directly don't rub that eyes, which may the unwanted thing may stuck in the eyes when you rub it vigorously using energy. And eat sufficient rich food, balanced food which contains sufficient vitamin A. And whenever if you have the eye problem, better visit to the optician so that he will prescribe correct measures for your eyesight problem. So in this way we can protect our eye. The next question is question number 13. What is the angle of incidence of a ray if the reflected ray is at an angle of 90 degree to the incident ray? The reflected ray is at an angle of 90 degree to the incident ray. For this, we have to draw the diagram. The thing is, if it is reflecting, this is not non-reflecting surface. This is the reflecting surface. The angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray, it is 90 degree. The angle between incident ray, this is incident ray, it gets reflected at this point and moves like this way. It is the reflected ray. The angle between them is exactly 90 degree, perpendicular. This is the perpendicular here, like this way. Now the question is, what is the angle of find the angle of what is the angle of incidence? This angle is how much? This total angle is 90 degree. And what is this is the perpendicular we have to draw here to the point of incident here. What is this angle? Okay. Now total angle is 90 degree, and we have learned that in the law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And if you take, it should be 90 degree, children, wait 1 minute, now it is 90. Now here, if you take this x angle, if you don't know, this should also x, this angle of incidence, this angle is equal to angle of reflection, this is also x, and the total of this x plus x is 90 degree. Let the angle of incidence x will take, so angle of reflection is how much? Angle of reflection, that is also x degree. Angle between them, sum of the angles, their sum is x plus x, which is equal to 90 degree. Now solve this equation, you will get x value. Here I will work out x plus x is equal to 90, x plus x is 2x is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, x is equal to into 2, if you bring this side, it will change into divide. 2 1s are 2 4s are 8, 1 remaining 10, 2 5s are 10. So, x is equal to 45 degree. So, angle of incidence is 45, angle of reflection is also 45. Totally, the angle between the two rays, 45 plus 45, it is 90 degree. Perpendicular means 90 degree. 14th question, how many images of a candle will be formed if it is placed between two parallel plane mirrors separated by 40 centimeter? That is, in the next question, we have two mirrors. The two mirrors kept 40 centimeter away from each other. This is non-reflecting surface, the back side of the mirror, and this mirror non-reflecting surface is here, back side. And if you keep any object, say burning candle, whatever it is here, burning candle, and if you keep face to face, that is the angle between the first mirror and second mirror should be exactly 180 degree, or in other words, the two mirrors should face each other, parallel to each other. Then you can see infinite images placed between the two parallel plane mirrors. This is the way we have to keep, and if the object is in between them, the images formed now which can be seen on these two mirrors. If you see in any one mirror, you can see infinite. The image is formed and backside of it image, another image is there, like that continuously you can see as many as images on both the mirrors. So that is the answer for 14th question. 15:1, two mirrors meet at right angles. Here given the figure is given below, the two mirrors placed right angle to each other, 90 degree, that is angle between the two mirrors is 90 degree, and a ray of light that is given in the diagram is incident on one of the mirror, which will make 30 degree angle. Angle of incidence made by that incident ray is 30 degree, and you have to draw the reflected ray from the second mirror. You have to draw the reflected ray using this idea. Now, hope you will get that one. How much angle it should be? 14th problem. You have the mirror. One mirror is like this way. They have shown in the figure. It is the non-reflecting part of the mirror, first mirror, and perpendicular to that is 90 degree angle here. There is second mirror. This is the non-reflecting surface of the mirror, second mirror. Okay. Now a ray of light is incident at 30 degree. Okay. At 30 degree. This is the incident ray, and here to this surface we have to draw the normal line. Okay. So it will make 30 degree. Angle of incidence is 30 degree. Now your work is now say this is the incident ray. It will get reflected here. It will fall on the second mirror. When it fall onto the second mirror, it is incidenting now. Even though it is reflected ray, it is incidenting on this mirror, second mirror, that will act like a incident ray. Then apply the laws of reflection and find the direction or where it will move after reflection from the second mirror. That we have to draw. Now what we have to do is, since it is 30 degree, angle of reflection, keep the one protractor and try to find the angle here, angle of reflection, exactly how much you have to draw. You know that angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. So if it is 30 degree, the reflected ray also, if the ray is reflected, say this is the reflected ray, you have to draw properly, children. 30 degree only you have to make for reflected ray. If they keep the protractor, it should be 30 degree exact. Or if you protractor here, you should make how much here? This angle should be 30. Okay. This should be 30, you should make. Then when it incident here one normal you have to draw. Normal to this mirror, okay, at this point. This is the normal. Now, you have learned about parallel lines. This is parallel to this mirror. And in mathematics, we will learn that if two lines are parallel and if a line is intersected by the this line, then this angle is equal to this angle. Alternative angle, will say alternative angle. Same principle we can apply now. These two lines are parallel. The line is intersecting here. So this angle, the 30 degree angle is equal to this angle, 30 degree angle. Now if it is 30 degree, it is 90 degree. This line is making 90 degree angle. This is 30. How much it should be? 60 degree. It should be 60 degree. And you know that this is angle of incidence I, then angle of reflection R also should be equal to 60 degree. So here it should reflect here after the incident on the second mirror along this direction, so that it will also make the 60-degree angle of reflection. So, light will travel in this manner parallel to this ray. So, this is the way you will get it. 16th question. Bhoju stands at A just on the side of a plane mirror. Bhoju stands at A. I will draw the diagram. I hope you understood this one. Okay. There is one mirror. Question number 16th. There is mirror is there. This is the back side of the non-reflecting surface of the mirror here. And Bhoju is just here. A place where Bhoju is standing. This is the Bhoju's place, and here P is there, P point, and Q point is here, and R point is much here. Q point and R point. Bhoju set point A, and there are P point, Q point, R point. This is the mirror. Bhoju stands at A just on the side of the plane mirror as shown in the figure. Can he see himself in the mirror? Even though he is slightly little, not straight, exactly front of, slightly little by this side, so that he can able to see. Can he able to see himself with great difficulty? It is not possible because he is away from the mirror, right? It is difficult. Now the question is, can he see himself in the mirror? He is not front of the mirror, he is just a little side of the mirror. Can you see? He is just little side of the mirror. With great difficulty he can see little part of its image. Also, can he see the image of the object? If the object is at P, can he able to see? Now, if try to find it whether light will get reflected. If it fall on like this way, it may, light is, object is here. See whether he will get it. So, if light goes, it will reflect like this way, he can able to see. So, P object at P he can able to see. In the same manner from Q, if light falls like this way, it may reach his eyes like this way. If it fall on the mirror, in this angle when light enters, it may incident here, it may reflect, he may see the image of Q. So, P object he can see, Q object he can see. But what about R? R, it is not possible because light should enter here. Whichever way you can try to draw it, the light, it is difficult. It may not and it will not enter. A is here. It will not enter, so he cannot see the object R. P and Q he can able to see. Okay, to see the object, light should enter after reflection. That is the principle. To see any object, light should fall on the object, and that reflected it, or light coming from the object should reflect now, because directly he can see, but not directly. On the mirror, in the mirror he have to see the image of that object. So, from that image, light should reflect, reach his eyes, then only he can see the image. So, the object at R he cannot able to see because it is much away from the mirror. P and Q are just very close to this one, so he can see himself P and Q, not R. And last question, find out the position of the image of an object situated at A in the plane mirror. Find out the position of the image of an object situated at A in the plane mirror. Another diagram, 17th one. 17th one, where is A point? A point is somewhere here, A point, where he will get the image. For mirror, the image will be always at the same distance here. Here is the image. Same distance from mirror, how much distance there? From the same distance from mirror to this. So that is the position of the object or thing at A. The image will be here at A dash. This is the position of image. Then the Paheli, the girl is standing at Paheli it is. Can Paheli at B see this image? Paheli is at position B. B, this is the position of Paheli. Can she see this image? She can see the image. See, she is here. The image forms here. From here, it can be seen. Or you can see like this way. Light get reflected. It reaches from here also. Okay. So Paheli can see the object A. Can Butch see this image? Butch is here. Butch, not Butch. Boju. Can Boju can see this? Where does image? Can B? B also can able to the C. The Boju can able to see the object A. Now, when the Paheli moves from B to C, where does the image of A? Now, Paheli is moving towards the C point here. Can she able to see, or what is the position of image? Image will change the position, yes or no? Object A, object here. She is seeing the image from here. Now she moves to C, where the image position will change now. Yes or no? If it is yes, wrong. Your answer is wrong. It is no, because object is not moving. So its image always fall here only. It won't change. So even though she changes her position, the image will not change its position. That is the answer. That is the end of the exercise. And if you are interested much more about science, in the page number 214, they are given some extra activities in the form of project you can do. Make your own mirror, take a glass strip or glass slab, clean it and put it on a white sheet of paper. See yourself in the glass. Then next you put the glass slab on a black sheet of paper. Again look into the glass, in which case you can see yourself better. What you have to do? Make your own mirror. Take a glass strip. One transparent glass you have to take. Okay. First see your face. Can you able to see your face? A transparent glass. The light will fall, it won't reflect. You cannot see your face. You can see the other side objects which is there from the other side of the glass. Because it is transparent, light will travel completely on transparent glass. When it will reflect, if the other side should be not transparent, it should not reflect, it should not pass the light, it should come back. For that, if you take the glass, if it is transparent, light will enter and it will come this side because it is transparent. Light, if it falls, if it reflects, then only you can see your face. To reflect it, it should be non-transparent, it should not transparent, so backside you have to color it. So if you use black sheet, then it may act like a mirror and you can see the image. Then another one, make friends with some visually impaired students, means how they will read and write. If anyone is the blind people is surrounding your house or anywhere, if they are visit and try to see in which language, how it is that braille language, whatever it is, so know much about it. Then how they will recognize the blind people, how they are clever enough to move or find out the person without seeing. Try to know about their ability to see this world without eyes. Okay. Then third one, meet an eye specialist. That is, if you have any doctor who know much about eye doctor, optician, and get your eyesight checked. Better go to the doctor to check your eyesight whether it is normal or not. By that you can take care. Then last one, survey your neighborhood, find out how many children below the age of 12 use spectacles nowadays. Okay, so have visit it, because nowadays watch mobile and TV and they won't eat proper homemade food. They like Maggie, etc., which is not good for their health. So vitamin A is very important, so that they have to see. Now make the servants see actually how many actual students will have now wear the specs due to the eye problem. The number of the students having specs will be more when they enter to the college or high school. So that you make a serve, and below much more if you want to know, you go through it. That is the end of the lesson. Later I will send the notes from in the YouTube WhatsApp group later. Okay, go through the exercise, read the lesson, and in coming days we will learn the new chapter. Till then, thank you.